Welcome back to Satisfactory. We are preparing ourselves for Update 8, and one of the things that we want to have ready to go when Update 8 arrives is a series of blueprints. So we're going to go ahead and start that process with either a constructor blueprint or, specifically in this case, concrete. We're going to tighten this up a little bit, but not so close that we can't see what's going on. I'm thinking kind of like right there. All right, those are built. And I just swapped. I'm planning on having this white themed look and feel for next time around. I just swapped the highlight color and the primary color. So it's all the same colors, just swapped. All right, so we've got the 3 machines in place. We're going to set the recipe, and we're also going to set the clock speed. Next thing that we're going to do during the next playthrough is really explore underclocking and overclocking and when to use that stuff appropriately. And it would be nice if I could get this limestone in here, though I don't know if that'll actually be part of the blueprint or not. We'll see. Well, it's definitely not part of the copy-paste process. My thought would be that normally what I end up doing when I build new factories is I end up going around to each machine and feeding it anyway, so if I can make that part of the blueprint, why not save me a step? All right, now getting into some of the decorative elements, we're going to want a painted beam. And for each painted beam right in the middle here, we're going to go up, I think, 10. If I do 2 of these, though, let's go 15. Let me redo that. Let's go 15. We only need to do 2 levels. Well, let's do 13. Lucky number 13. Painted beam right here. We're only going to put 2 levels in, but we want to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Like that, and then we might as well go ahead and put this last one on. All right, and we're doing that so we can sneak in power requirements and make it kind of a nice short cable. We'll put each one of these in at that same level. All right, because we're primarily going to be looking at it from this side, so you just see that one little cable coming out. And then on this, we want to merge in our good stuff, right? Nope, we want to split in our supplies. Which direction did I put this one in? Yeah, so we want everything to come in and out the same direction. That is a design choice. So we want to go like this. So just imagine a wall of limestone going up to the various levels and a wall of concrete coming down from the various levels. That's what we're going for there. And since this is going to be an early game recipe, we're going to use slower belts. I've kind of decided that the steel belt, well, the Mark III, is about right. Who's wrong here? Everybody's wrong. I want you to split in the middle of this. but let's check it before we confirm it. Because the secondary thought is that we would use our architecture to build some steps. Use the give ourselves a catwalk straight so we can walk straight across that. That'll connect permanently. And now we're going to have to kind of slide these in under here. One of the things... Uh-oh. I'm making a mistake right now. I'm just going to finish it off so I can fix the mistake universally. One of the things that I definitely promised myself for the next playthrough is that we would make it so the factories were more walkable. I wonder if I can get a beam right in here. Can I get a beam right on top of this thing? That'd be really cool if I could. We'll get that beam as supported. So the catwalk is supported as well. All right, that's looking pretty good. You know, for the millionth time, I put this in the wrong direction, so we're going to correct it. So they're going to come out on this side now. So we'll just change these mergers to output. In the same direction as these, because I do want that waterfall effect of goods. Okay. Let's see. Did I feed all these machines? Yep. Recipes all set. Underclocking all set. It's going to take 12.857 times 21. Yeah, that's 269.997. So I'm off by 3/1000th of a limestone. I guess I'll have to live with that. All right, so now I think we need to go up here and start to consider leveling this off. Now, if we try to do it like this, it's going to give us this weird shape, right? Because it's going to not center on the... Here, it's going to center on here. And there's no way to control way out of that. So what we'll have to do is put one of these in the middle over here. Just as a temporary. Lucky number 13. Put that right here. Then we'll cut that back out. And then I think I want to put in a wall here. Well, maybe. Let's put in some lighting. One of the things I did enjoy from the last playthrough was kind of the dual lighting. The reflections looked really cool. I'm guessing the reflections will look even cooler in 8. So we're going to set ourselves up with the every other lighting concept again. Let's see, we're on the edge. 1, 2, 3. Nope, 3. And then I think turning it in like that. All right, so there, 1, 2, 3. Or I could center it right in the middle of these pylons. Let's do that. And do the same thing right here. Double check our eyeballing math. And then we're gonna power this. Oh, see, now this is the disadvantage of doing it right in the middle. It's gonna show a little bit, it's gonna show a little bit more cable. And then if we power this one a level below, so that was at the top, we'll go one level below that. That'll allow us to connect it to 2 separate lighting control stations. It's getting a little wiry now, so let's put in a little bit of wall. And then, you know, it'd be kind of neat. I'm just a touch curious. Oh, I'm in build mode. I can't jump over here. If we could, like, what if I put a color on this center and kind of striped it? Should I use the same color as the pillar here? Like a white color? Oh, that white color is not showing. It's interesting. The orange will show, but not the white. I don't like the orange, though. Maybe a darker... just kind of a darker stripe there. And then while we're at it, let's put in some organizational signs. I know I'm a little off track because I was doing lighting and now I'm doing signage, but bear with me. And then right here, we'll just put a big concrete sign, right? And I don't know that I need this background. I think I'm okay with it being black. So in here, each of these can be connected on the same level. Do I go all the way to the ground or do I go here? If I go here, it's going to clip. It would be an absolute nightmare to try to go on this side. So we'll keep it on this side. I mean, right here is probably the right answer. And then we'll just connect you up like that. And then each one of these gets their own kind of super secret lower level connection. Is that right? Ugh, that is Clip City. I don't like that at all. Let's see here. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. That doesn't look like the same 4 to me. What is going on? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep connecting it until it looks right, then delete the ones that are obviously wrong. And let's make sure we're not clipping the material. I was hoping it would actually come out of there so I could see it. It's probably okay. It's going to be a long time before I have a chance to test it, though. Let's move it up one more. There we go. And then this will power up here. I don't know. Kind of seeing the cable now. I think the actual answer is something like maybe I should just go all the way to the ground. I'm gonna go all the way to the ground. It might be more confusing, but it's definitely cleaner. And I'll just have to trust myself that I connected all that correctly. Let's see. If they all say 2 to 4, then they're correct. Yeah, this one's 3 to 4 because it's in the middle. And that confirms that there's enough room for this to connect further down the line. Okay, so that's right. We're good. We're happy with that. We've got this little bit of a 3 levels down. So let's put that same 3 level over here. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to hope that we remembered we darkened this. What is the output rate? It's slower than the input rate, so we can use the same steel belts with no problems. We could probably go down, but we are putting enough complexity on ourselves already without adding multiple belt types. That's really close. So you can just walk down here and see what's going on. You don't see the lights until you look up. All that stuff is kind of hidden behind that little shelf we've got going on there, and then you can see what you're making with that icon. What else is there? I feel like we're done. So let's make this the next floor. So let's just make sure we want everything pointing in the same direction, which it is. And then we want lighting. We want 2 levels of lighting, so we can have 2 potential colors, which we have. We'll connect each one of these using these across to the next one in the blueprint. So both of those are there. Those wires will be hidden by the privacy screen, as it were. And then we've got these guys. We'll have 7 versions of the blueprint per level. That'll give us 21 machines, and that will consume all of a steel belt, Mark III belt per level. And then we can put another level up here. That's where my head's at right now. It's just to squeeze on another level. Let's do it. We want to call this the classic. Concrete factory. Select an icon for it. What do you think? I'm thinking the concrete icon, probably best way to go. If I can find the O. And then we're going to whip out this blueprint, go into blueprint mode, and do our best to stack this right on top. Why are you giving me the partially overlapping jazz? Oh, I got to use this as my connecting corner. Wait a minute, is that right? That might be right. Even though it does not feel like it should be right. Can I go further this way? Nope. I think this is right. Interesting. I kind of like the hanging splitters. So I might leave that. And then we'll have to build a little bit of a, you know, in the factory itself, once this thing is placed, we'll build a little catwalk corner. Then we'll build some stairs. And we'll build it to this next level. But does this have limestone in it? It does. That's exciting for me. So as soon as we put this down and power it, it'll start making concrete. And since this is going to be like a weird combination of inputs and underclocking, I want to make sure things are starting to build as quickly as possible. I'm trying to decide whether I'm totally okay with these floating. I think I am. If there were a little thing that I could use to connect this, I would take it, but I don't think such a thing exists. But let's make sure that we've tried everything before we give up. It's weird because some things will connect to this and others won't. Like if I put a power pole on here, well, there was a time where I could have sworn power poles would stack on top of these, but I'm not finding the spot for it right now. Huh. Perhaps something has changed. Interesting. Okay, well, never mind. I wonder, how bad do I want it is the question. I might be able to do something with a half foundation. That would actually make it... Yeah, that's... Well, it's technically not touching. You can see there's a little bit of air gap right there. But for the purposes of saying it's supported, it might be good enough. Let me take you back out. And let me put you back in. Well, if I did a 2 meter... Let's look at the 2 meter. Ooh, that's way too big. Back to the 1 meter with the zoop. Yeah, I'm getting some Z fighting here. It might not be worth it. You know, I'm going to go for the floating. I think I'm fine. Ooh, what's going on here? Right. Let's connect these two. Make sure our catwalks are permanently connected. The problem is, if I go vertically up, I think what makes the most sense is to build this all the way up and then delete the last one. That'll be our catwalk supports. This thing's not really part of it. It's part of this. Not part of the blueprint. It's more part of the or part of the screenshot for the thumbnail. I think that's about right. Everything will come back and then it will just immediately drop down. And that will be the part I'll have to build. Unless I get really fancy with it and build a blueprint to build that. But this will be kind of a single wall, single wide concrete factory. All of the good stuff is still in here. They're all loaded, ready to start making concrete. They're underclocked to our target speed. We've got catwalks that we can use to walk around. Oh yeah, I should probably build this side too. This is why I'm doing this final walkthrough and inspection, just to make sure that it's going to look, both form and function are at their highest capability. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about right. So as soon as we hit the blueprint stage, oh, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to save over it. Primary thing that we need to concern ourselves with is that we can't use this blueprint until we both have quick wire and steel and quartz, because we have those two signs in there. So that's something to keep in mind. We have to unlock blueprints, quartz, quick wire, and steel. And then we'll be ready to go. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. As far as like having to have things unlocked before we can move into the blueprint phase. If I use level 5 belts, that would be terrible. Level 4 belts is on the edge in case industrial beams, but I think steel will work. It's a good compromise. Speaking of screenshots, holy moly. So there you go. That is the underclocked. Man, all these are looking really good. The underclocked concrete factory blueprint completed. Then when we go to build it, we'll just have to build some catwalk action. We'll have to wire it up. It's going to have all the good stuff in it. Oh yeah, we're also going to have to pick up some limestone when we go to build it, because we are making 600 limestone part of the is part of it. Let's see what the requirements to build these things look like. Yeah, 600 limestone, 200 quick wire, 206 steel beams, and 20 quartz crystals. So those 4 things are kind of unusual, but we'll figure it out. We'll be ready. All right, there you go. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.